Today we're comparing two comprehensive health insurance plans, ACKO Health and Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0, which is their latest release. And by the end of the video, you'll have a clear sense of which one fits you better, because we're going to walk you through the insurer performance, plan conditions, core benefits, waiting periods, add-ons, discounts, and real-world premiums. Hi folks, I'm Shashank. Welcome to Ditto Insurance. As you know that we're backed by Zerodha, and our IDI certified advisors have helped over 10 lakh Indians in comparing plans and buying the right plans without any spam and only with honest advice. This breakdown is completely unbiased and based on features, performance, and value, and not partnerships. Now, talking about partnerships, Niva Bupa is our partner insurer and ACKO is not. But as always, this review is going to be completely unbiased. And folks, if you would like a free call with Ditto, you can book a free 30 minutes call with our certified advisors. The link is in the description. Alright folks, before we dive into the complete details, let's set expectations on the positioning. See, ACKO is a digital first insurer. It's designed with clean base structure, no copay, no room rent caps, and no disease-wise sublimits in its core design. The flip side is that even on the Platinum variant, because there are two variants, Platinum and Platinum Lite, in the Platinum variant, there is no restore benefit. Now, once your sum insured is used up, it's gone. It doesn't refill within the same year. Now, Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0 takes a different route. It brings in unlimited sum insured, lifetime unlimited restoration through something called Reassure Forever, and even the possibility of day one coverage for many pre-existing conditions by charging extra loading. But it is relatively a newly launched version, and its long-term service experience is something that we are all still tracking very closely here at Ditto. Okay, let's start with the insurer performance and service quality using recent multi-year averages. Now with ACKO, the CSR is around 97%, ICR is roughly around 82%. They get about 19 complaints per 10,000 claims, which is on the lower side. Their hospital network has more than 10,000 hospitals where you can avail cashless treatment, and their annual business is around 855 crore rupees. Niva Bupa, on the other hand, where ReAssure 3.0 sits, has a CSR of about 92%, ICR around 58%. They receive around 43 complaints per 10,000 claims. Their hospital network is also in the 10,000 plus range, and their average cross written premium is around 5,481 crore rupees. So the takeaway here is that both are legitimate players in the market. ACKO has cleaner complaint numbers despite being a newer insurer. Niva Bupa has scale and a big book of business, but its complaint volume is slightly on the higher side than some of the premium leaders. Now, it's worth keeping these numbers in your mind when you weigh features and price. Okay, now let's talk about eligibility and how each plan is structured. With ACKO Health, adults can enter from age 18, and the plan offers lifelong renewability. Children can be added under a floater plan from 91 days up to 24 years. In terms of coverage, the Platinum Lite variant offers some insured options of 10 lakh, 25 lakh, 50 lakh, and 1 crore. Monthly options are allowed only on the 1-year Lite plan. The Platinum variant is aimed at higher covers. It offers either 1 crore or unlimited sum insured and must be paid in a single pay format, regardless of whether you choose a 1, 2, or 3-year tenure. Overall tenure options across ACKO Health are 1, 2, and 3 years, as you guessed. Underwriting is also split. ACKO Platinum requires a more detailed health evaluation, while Lite is simpler to underwrite. Now, do note ACKO's premiums and plans variants are customized by their AI-based engine using inputs like age and other personal details. This means not all buyers may see both variants or full range of cover amounts, so options can differ from person to person. Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.2 casts a wider net on ages. Adults can enter between ages 18 and 90, children can be added from 91 days up to 30 years, and the plan offers lifelong renewability. Some insured options are 5 lakh, 10 lakh, or unlimited. You can offer tenures of 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even 5 years. The plan comes in 4 variants: Classic, Select, Elite, and Black. As you move from Classic to Black, the plan gradually relaxes room caps and copays, removes more sublimits, and adds extra features, with Black being the cleanest version. So if you want unlimited sum insured with multiple variant choices and longer tenures like 5 years, ReAssure 3.0 offers that flexibility. Now, ACKO also offers unlimited sum insured, but only on Platinum, and the overall product stays simpler. Okay, now let's move to core coverage, because that's where friction usually shows up during claims. With ACKO, both Lite and Platinum share the same base philosophy. There is no copay, no room rent caps, no disease-wise sublimits across the base plan. Pre-hospitalization is covered for 60 and post 180 days. Daycare procedures, domiciliary treatment, and IRS treatments are all covered up to sum insured. Consumables are covered in the base itself. Organ donor expenses are covered. Unlimited teleconsultations are provided. You get access to medical second opinions, and you have annual health checkups. Now, the important point to remember here is that there is no restore benefit at all, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, even on the Platinum variant. So if you use up all your sum insured once in a policy year, there is no refill. Now, Reassure 3.0 has a more layered structure. Across all variants, you get a 60 days pre and 180 days post-hospitalization cover. Daycare, domiciliary treatment, and Ayush are covered up to full sum insured. Where do they differ? In room rent and copay conditions. On Classic, you are restricted to a general room, and if you choose a higher category, copay applies. There are sublimits on modern treatments, usually capped at 1 lakh rupees per claim. On Select, you are allowed a twin sharing room as your eligible category, and again, copays apply if you go above that. Sublimits on certain treatments continue here. On Elite, you can choose any room except deluxe or suite. Sublimits are removed and copay applies only if you opt for a deluxe room or suite. Now, on Black, you are allowed any room category with no copay and no sublimits. Now, on ambulance cover side, Classic and Select typically pay up to 2,000 rupees per hospitalization, whereas Elite and Black allows ambulance expenses up to sum insured. Air ambulance benefits of up to 5 lakh rupees apply in Elite and Black. Now, so the quick reading is this. ACKO keeps its base consistently clean but doesn't offer restore. Reassure 3.0 becomes truly clean only at Black, with Elite being quite close, but it balances that with strong restoration features that we'll get to. Okay, now let's talk about signature value levers that actually differentiate these products. ACKO offers a bonus that increases your base sum insured by 10% each year to a cap of 100%, and this continues even if you claim. On top of that, ACKO leans heavily on its digital stack. The buying journey and the servicing are all digital, so are the claims. The documents talk about OPD and wellness related features, 24/7 doctor on call, access to a family physician within 5 km, OPD services through partners for consultations, tests, and pharmacy needs, monthly OPD bonus if you go without hospitalization, hospital cash benefits, and accidental death and disability riders. Now, some of these may not always show up as live options on the public website at all the time, which is why you should confirm what is available at the time you buy. Now, let's flip the script and look at Reassure 3.2. This has a different set of levers. There's something called Booster Plus, which allows you to carry forward unused base sum insured up to 10 times the base sum insured, though this doesn't apply if you have unlimited sum insured. Reassure Forever is the headline feature here, and let me explain. It means lifetime unlimited restoration for every admissible claim. Now, this triggers a fresh pool of coverage up to the base sum insured, whether the illness is related or unrelated. Again, this is not relevant when you already have unlimited sum insured because your sum insured itself does not cap out. Now, there is a feature called Lock the Clock, usually in Elite and Black, which lets you continue paying premiums according to your entry age band until a claim occurs, although overall product repricing is still possible due to factors like medical inflation. They also have a Live Healthy program where adults aged 18 and above can earn step-based points that convert into renewal discounts. On individual policies, the discount can go up to 30%, and on floaters it can go up to half those levels. So if you want replenishing coverage depth, Reassure Forever is quite distinctive. Now, if you want simple low touch plan with straightforward pricing, ACKO is quite closer to that. But you need to choose a sufficiently high sum insured because remember, there is no restore benefit. Now, let's get into the waiting periods and how each product treats pre-existing condition. ACKO Platinum Lite follows the standard structure. You get a 30-day initial waiting period, 2 years for specific illness, 3 years for pre-existing diseases. ACKO Platinum is where it becomes more flexible. It has no initial waiting period, there is no specific illness waiting period, and for the pre-existing condition, it depends on the underwriting and based on your medical checkup. The insurer can either put 0, 1, 2, or 3 years of waiting period. Now, the specific conditions bucket for ACKO includes things like cataract, glaucoma, kidney stone, benign cysts, hernia, arthritis, and spine surgeries, chronic kidney conditions as well, varicose veins, several ENT conditions, GERD, neurodegenerative disorders like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, and internal congenital anomalies. Now, Reassure 3.2 starts with standard waiting periods as well. 30 days initial waiting period with only accidents covered from day 1, 2 years for specific illnesses, and 3 years for pre-existing diseases. But it adds a unique flexibility here. Day 1 coverage for up to 145 pre-existing conditions through risk loading. Now, instead of making you wait 36 months, they can cover those conditions from day 1, but they add extra premium loadings. It's like buying back your waiting period. These loadings are capped at up to 100% per condition or 150% per person, and they continue as long as the policy is renewed. Alternatively, you can choose to go with the usual 36-month waiting period on pre-existing conditions if you want. So the takeaway is this: if you must insure a particular particular listed pre-existing condition immediately and you're okay paying extra premium for it, Reassure 3.0's day 1 PD structure gives you that differentiator flexibility. Now, if you are healthy or have minimal medical history and can qualify through underwriting, ACKO Platinum gives you that flexibility and possibility of no waiting period depending on what underwriting decides. Now, let's look at some add-ons and customizations starting with Reassure 3.0. Now, there is Cashback Plus, that's Cashback Plus, which gives you a cashback for each claim-free year that you can use for future premiums. There's OPD expenses, deductibles or co-pays, and benefit can scale further if you stay claim-free for 3 consecutive years. Niva Bupa 1 is an add-on that combines an executive health assessment with priority claim support. Heads up gives you premium discount if you use recommended providers from Niva's network. If you choose hospitals outside the network, a 20% copay applies. The tiered network option lets you choose a narrower hospital network at a discounted premium with a 20% copay if you go outside this network. There's a personal accident cover that can range from 1 to 5 times the base sum insured. For unlimited sum insured, the personal accident cover is capped at 1 CR. Hospital daily cash can be added with the options of 1, 2 or 4,000 rupees per day, usually subject to a maximum of 30 days per year. An annual aggregate deductible option allows you to pick a deductible from 10,000 to 5 lakh rupees to bring your premiums down. Claim Safeguard Plus extends coverage to non-payable items, making bills smoother. While Consult Plus offers OPD benefits, although a 20% copay applies in reimbursement mode. Borderless is the international treatment feature. Under Select, it allows coverage up to 10 lakhs, under Elite up to 50 lakhs, under Black up to 5 crores with some copay options. Now let's talk about discounts. Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0 has a fairly detailed discount structure. The discount structure is quite a menu. I will put it on the screen for you to look. Now, under an RDI 2047 campaign, there is a limited period feature where 10% of premium is returned as Cashback Plus through select channels. Not every discount is live on every channel all the time, so it's important to confirm what applies to your purchase route. Now, ACKO in contrast is priced to be digitally lean from the outset, so you can expect around 15% discount on the premiums. You won't usually see a long list of itemized discounts the way that you see for Reassure 3.0. Now, in most cases, the visible price is already close to the net price. Okay, folks, now it's time to take a look at the premium structure. So if you look at the pattern here, ACKO generally comes out cheaper for 10 lakh cover, especially when comparing it with higher variants of Reassure 3.0. Now that reflects the digital model and a structure where there is no restore. In Reassure 3.0, the jump from Classic to Select or to Elite is usually sizable because you are removing more caps and restrictions, but the jump from Elite to Black is often relatively small. That makes Black a more attractive version if you want a cleaner structure and higher cover of unlimited sum insured. Okay, now let's summarize Ditto's perspective. On ACKO, what we appreciate is the clean base design with no co-pays, no room rent caps, and no disease-wise supplements across both Light and Platinum. Platinum removes initial and specific waiting periods and can place the pre-existing disease wait anywhere between 0 and 3 years, which is again based on your underwriting, which is structurally quite flexible if you qualify. Now, pricing for high sum insured options like 1 CR and unlimited tends to be on the lower side compared to many peers, and the app-first experience is efficient if you're comfortable with digital journeys. The main considerations are that there is no restore at all, so if you want to handle multiple events in a year, you must start with a high sum insured or go for unlimited. Claims and escalations are primarily digital, which is great for app-savvy people, but not ideal if you want a more handheld and offline experience. Some OPD and wellness benefits appear in policy document, but may not always be active or clearly visible on the public interface, so it's very important to validate those before you buy. Now, lastly, since ACKO doesn't list aggregators and has no agent network, policy details, add-ons, and customizations are harder to compare and validate independently. On the Reassure 3.0 side, the key positives are access focused. Day 1 pre-existing disease coverage for up to 145 conditions through loadings is a strong feature if you've been previously declined or restricted elsewhere. Reassure Forever, which gives you lifetime unlimited restoration combined with option of unlimited sum insured, creates a very deep protection structure for people who want that kind of cushion. Features like Lock the Clock, borderless international treatment, which scales by variant, and a wide menu of discounts that you guys just saw, and add-ons give you a lot of room to customize if you ask me. The flip side is that this is a newly launched version and their older version is 2.0, and we Ditto are not recommending it right away. We want to see 6 to 12 months of real claim experience before taking a firmer stance. The broader Niva Bupa service metrics are also show higher complaint volume compared to some premium leaders, and in the lower variants like Classic and Select, you are dealing with room caps, co-pays, and sublimits, So to get a genuinely clean base, you need to be on the elite or ideally black version. So folks, that was your detailed comparison between ACKO and Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0. If you like this comparison, please drop a like, comment if you have any doubts and we'll get back to you, and share this video as much as possible, and subscribe to Ditto Insurance if you haven't already. So please subscribe to the language that you're most comfortable in, and you can also request for a consultation, which is free by the way, using the link in the description in the language that you want. Alright folks, I will see you in the next one. Until then, happy insurance hunting.